Welcome to this week's tour of the CIOPCC. We're going to do a favorite collection this week. Similar to what I did with the Star Wars 6 scale, we're going to do DC 6 scale. Except with DC, most of it is hot toys. But we'll cover a few other things too. Let's start down here on the bottom shelf. Bottom shelf is for bottom shelf stuff. That's a Captain Action original costume there, but he's not complete. As well as the DC Direct line. Now these guys are actually 13 inches. The Bizarro there happens to be one of my favorites. But I call them 6 scale. As I recall, DC Direct might have called them 6 scale as well. They definitely were using this line as an answer to some of the other 6 scale products that were out there at the time. They did quite a set. Some of them a lot better than others. At the time, I was really kind of disappointed in them, largely because they weren't 6 scale. The size really did bug the crap out of me. So let's go around here to the end where you see your first Hot Toys. That's the MMS 13 Batman Begins. He's not on the shelf because he's not the quality good enough to show up on the shelf, but I left him in the box because he is a key part of the Hot Toys history. Now there's Mattel did some figures for the Superman movies, so you'll see Chris Reeves there. I think that's the only Gene Hackman figure I own. So let's step up to this shelf where you're going to see a couple of Hot Toys figures from the video games, as well as a couple from Star Ace and 3-0. I'm always up for unique and weird Batman. Around here, we'll start to get into some Sideshow. I don't buy a lot of the Sideshow DC stuff, but really, some of them they've done are really great, like that. I love the Harley, I love the Lobo and the Joker, really well done. And of course, there's a vintage Mego magnetic hands and feet Batman. Somehow Deadpool ended up in there because he's Sideshow, and I didn't have any place to put him over in the Marvel section. The excellent Batman Returns Joker, as well as some of the Superman figures that Hot Toys have done, both the evil Chris Reeves and the not so evil, and some of the more modern Superman figures. Hot Toys, of course, gave us Batman and Robin from the 66, and I would love to buy the Jazz Inc. Batmobile, but I just don't have the money for it these days. There is the Batman Returns Batmobile from Hot Toys. One of these head sculpts is the Hot Toys version. One of them is custom. I'll let you figure out which one. And of course, the Batman from Batman Returns, as well as the other Joker they did, which is one of my all-time favorite figures out of all of them out here. Suicide Squad. I'm a big fan of Harley, so I've picked up most of the versions of her. And then we finish up with the Mondo releases, which include the 3 different Batman they've done so far. You saw the one over on this side that they had done. So let's step up a shelf and look at another pseudo-custom. The costume is a custom with the Hot Toys head sculpture of the Joker, so they're doing Nurse Joker. And there's the Batman and Scarecrow 2-pack Hot Toys did, the Fear versions. That's the chrome edition, the black chrome edition of the Armored Batman. You'll see the regular edition here in a minute. I didn't need both on the shelf, I felt, so I put the one in the box, kept the one in the box. Oh, gotta have a lot of Hot Toys Jokers, right? There's plenty of those. There's 3 of my favorites to show the 3 different looks. Get some Police, as well as Bane and Two-Face, and the Tumbler, of course. So there's the Armored Batman I was talking about. The other one's the black chroma version. I don't do, like I said, a whole lot of third-party figures, but when it's somebody that I don't expect to ever get, like the Lucius Fox, the Morgan Freeman version, I picked that up. And back we have the Christian Bale, as well as the excellent Michael Caine that came with that set. couple of the Wonder Women that ended up over here. I'm thinking about hanging this one from the ceiling with the large wings, but to do that I would have to put the helmet on her, and I really like her without the helmet. So decisions. That's the Takara version of Batman and Catwoman back there in the interesting pose. And then there's another third-party Morgan Freeman, Lucius Fox. On the end down here, we have Catwoman and Batman trying to decide who's going to ride the tumbler. And the Joker and Batman having a conversation in the interrogation room. So let's move over this way and look at the last spot where I have some 6-scale Batman. They all didn't fit over there. So over here with the Hot Toys stuff, I added the Justice League. So we have the Flash, Superman, Batman, Aquaman, and a couple of the Wonder Women. So you can see I'm really looking forward to when I get Cyborg and add him to that set. So that's it for the DC 6-scale collection. For the most part, there's a few odds and ends here, but that's the majority. And that's about 120 or so figures altogether. So, till next time.